Now that we're done with all of that, let's make Terminator great again. So the movie could have been great, the potential is definitely there. Here is how we make it great again. So the movie follows Danny Ramos, a badass Mexican chica that will one day lead the human race in its fight for survival after an AI built for cyber warfare turns against us. So when Legion, the AI in question, calculates that in the whole wide world, only a Mexican chica can defeat it, it sends the newest model of the T-1000, known as the Rev 9, to kill Danny. On the human side, they now have the power to mix man and machine, so they make a Grace, whose performance in this movie is more on the robot side because she's very stiff, and they send her actually to protect Danny in the past. But that's not all. Since the killing of her only purpose in life, good going movie that is pro-feminism, Sarah Connor, I don't know, I'm African, can't pronounce that name, has a new purpose: to hunt down all Terminators. That's how come her paths cross with Danny and Grace, and together they embark on an adventure to look for the only thing that can kill a Terminator, Arnold. Now, as with all of these Terminator movies, the story is not that inspired, and neither is it the main attraction. The main attraction is the non-stop action, great characters, and great character moments.
Come with me if you want to live.
And strictly from an action point of view, the movie is freaking awesome. Each action scene is better than the last. They are visceral and very explosiony. Where the movie does not kill it, however, is with the main two characters. The main character, Danny, has no seeming character arc or character. The movie wants to make it seem like she is weak at the beginning but gets stronger towards the end of the movie. But nope. The moment you meet Danny, she is a badass woman. She works in a car factory, and right at the beginning of the movie, her brother is replaced by a machine. What does she do? She goes to her boss and blackmails him, saying that she will start a rebellion if her brother does not get his job back. And I'm paraphrasing here, she did not say it like that, but she implied it. At the same time, they want to make it look like she is weak, because later Grace tells present Danny that future Danny told her not to tell present Danny that she becomes a badass leader in the future that will save the entire planet, because present Danny might not understand because she was a different person back then. But clearly she was not. This is a woman that tries to start a rebellion right at the beginning of the movie. Like, she is not. She's a rebel is what she is. Okay? There's no was weak, becomes whatever. Nope. That's what she is. A rebel. That's all. And they want to make me believe that this woman was weak and then became stronger. Like, get out of here. What's wrong with you? She's always been a badass woman. Women are never weak. They're always badass. Don't you know it yet? So in short, she is a badass woman at the beginning of the movie, and she's a badass woman at the end of the movie, because that's what women are. Badass. Get it through a thick skull. That's her entire character arc on paper. Badass chica. That's all. Do not even get me started on Grace. Her only character trait is that she's a badass woman. That's all. She's badass. She comes in, she's badass, she's beating everybody up. She goes out badass. You know, she is more robotic than the Rev 9. I mean, at least he cracks jokes every now and then. You know, Grace cracks jokes, but she's robotic, so they don't really land, at least not with me. You know, and the Rev 9 even has an excuse to have no character because he is a robot. But she's not. By the end of the movie, Danny grows to love Grace, but there really is no bond between them that you can point to and be like, oh yeah, look, I actually get where they love each other. They have no bond, okay? There's nothing between them that makes us feel what they are feeling for each other. In Terminator 2, the arc of the movie is clear. Arnold is a machine, and as such, he has no conscience and just goes around killing everyone. John is a kid without a dad and a very disturbed mother who gets in trouble a lot. I mean, John, not the mother, or both of them, I don't know. When the two, Arnold and John, meet, a machine learns from John what it is to be human, while John learns what it is like to have a father figure.
And if you want to shine them on, it's hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Arnold's growth is symbolized when he says,
Hasta la vista, baby.
and this one line alone completes the arc of both John and Arnold. And so it is easily explainable and easily felt why these two characters love each other, and it hurts us, the audience, even more when Arnold dies. But with Dark Fate, the only thing Danny and Grace have in common is that they're both badass chicas. That's all. The lack of character in both Grace and Danny, plus the actors chosen to portray them, are boring to watch. Sarah Connor still remains the same. Unfortunately or fortunately, depends on how you see it. Even in this one, she is a woman scorned by Terminators. All right, they destroyed her life, and as such, she hates them and she wants to kill all of them until she meets this one Terminator that proves her wrong and saves her life multiple times, that she grows to love him. So she has the same arc as Terminator 2, which I am not complaining about. You know, at least she has an arc. The Rev 9 is just awesome to watch. His actions and also his charisma on the screen, they just make you feel good when you see him. You know, when you first meet him, he's very polite, but at the back of your head, you know that this is the bad guy. So to see him play with the characters in the movie, it's just freaking awesome, and most of the time funny to watch because he's a funny guy. He also delivers one of the best lines in the movie when he's passing through a metal detector.
Expect a big pain, brother. The whole body's a weapon. Sorry.
Despite all the faults of this movie, I had a really good time watching it. The only people that destroyed it for me were Danny and Grace. I mean, I swear, they could just remove these two people and put in one character. But then, I mean, even then, when you put Grace and Danny together and make one character, they still do not have enough character to be engaging. That's how bad these two characters are. So I feel like they could just remove both of them and put in one character, maybe. That could have been better. I don't know. I just don't like them both. They just ruin the movie for me, especially because they're usually pushing the propaganda of women badass, women badass, women badass. We've heard it all before. Now that we're done with all of that, let's make Terminator great again. So the movie could have been great. The potential is definitely there. Here is how we make it great again. First, we get rid of Grace. Not just the actor, but the character as well. They both suck. Anyways, this will inject some much needed intrigue into the movie. You know, stuff like, what is the Rev 9? Where did it come from? And now Sarah and Danny are not just running for their lives, they are also in search of answers. Now imagine if instead of Grace coming to save Danny, it was Sarah Connor, I'm African, I don't know, that came to kill her upon receiving a message from the T-100. When she arrives, she finds that Danny is a human being and not a Terminator. Before she has time to decide what to do with her, the Rev 9 attacks, so she grabs Danny and bolts. On the other hand, Danny grew up with no mother and had to take care of her younger brother and her dad, so the leadership skills are definitely already there. Also, this is an opportunity for her to finally fill the void that her mother left with Sarah. And in turn, the void left by John in Sarah is also filled up. So during the adventure, we get to see Danny interact with her brother. He might even have a good sense of humor and good character, so that we, the audience, get to love him too. Then, right before they meet Arnold, he dies. Now the stakes are definitely real. Not only is Danny scared of the Rev 9, she now hates it too. She wants revenge. By the time they get to Arnold, Danny is tired of running and Sarah wants answers. This is one of the reasons she spares his life when they first meet. Then, just as in the movie, they get to see that he now has a family and Sarah begins to feel some sort of empathy towards him.
She hasn't noticed that you weigh 400 pounds? That you never sleep?
Our relationship is not physical, and I'm extremely funny.
Danny and Sarah stay for a few days while Danny learns how to handle a gun and herself in a fight before finally facing off with the Rev 9. Now, she might not need it because either way, she's not going to fight a robot that doesn't die with a shotgun, but hey, she needs it just in case, okay? So you will notice that just by removing Grace, everything suddenly falls into place. To me, it feels like Grace was added to the movie just to check off boxes. You know, they're just like badass villain, check. Minority representation, check. Female representation. Well, sir, we can make Danny a girl. I'm not sure about making the augmented human female too. Like, bro, you sexist or something? No, man. Female representation, check. Because if you hear Grace talking about being cast in the movie, she describes her character as being rendered as a guy, all right?
That much.
When you say visualizations, do they shoot something or do they
do a motion capture, and it's prior to casting, so they have like a version of your character who they think she may look like. Mine was cast as Channing Tatum, and it was just...
What do you mean?
So I don't have anything to show you, but it was, I call him Channing. And
there you go, folks. We just made Terminator great again. If, of course, you have your own ideas about what could have made it better, leave it in the comment section. If you want us to make another movie great again, leave that movie in the comment section as well. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and share this video to everyone so they can see how we made Terminator great again. I have been Alan from Storytime. Catch you in the next one.